Achievement hunting, a topic that many gamers know about. You know those little notifications that pop up at the bottom of your screen saying, hey, you just sent 25 stormtroopers to their deaths via the force push. Here's your 10 gamer score, you f***ing maniac. Achievements have been with us since the dawn of time, also known as 2005. These small morsels of accomplishment were introduced at a time when Microsoft was trying to improve player engagement, and it just kind of stuck with the release of the video games over time. To the point where every game that you play nowadays, whether it be on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, all have their own systems, whether it be the achievement system or the trophy system respectively. And this has been something that players actively seek out for enjoyment. So in this video I'm going to go over what makes this mechanic just so appealing to the average everyday gamer, and why achievement hunting videos have been popping off on YouTube lately. So let's start with what an achievement actually is. The achievement system was, as I said before, introduced at the dawn of time, aka 2005, and was Microsoft's way of keeping player engagement at an all-time high. These achievements are awarded when players reach a specific goal that the game has set for them. Usually they pertain to about 30 to 50 achievements, with DLC being a thing that adds more achievements later on. Each achievement comes with a specific number associated with them. Usually the less the number, the easier the achievement is, and usually the higher the number, the harder the achievement is and more accomplished you feel for getting said achievement. Nothing beats hitting 1,000 gamer score or hitting a platinum trophy. Please God, nothing ever beats that euphoric high that you get off of those games. And there are categories to these achievements that I want to go over, but I'll get to those in a little bit. I'm going to circle back. I do want to talk about how these achievements have evolved over the years and how each system has been introduced and improved upon as we've gone on over time. Now there are several variations of achievements, and while we know the system was introduced at 2005, it wasn't until 2009 that they got implemented on with the game Splosion Man. Now you see, in 2009, Splosion Man would be introduced to the world, and with it, Avatar Awards. And good lord, Avatar Awards are something that I miss the most in video games right now. And when it comes to the various mechanics that they've added over the years with achievements, I really miss the Avatar Award system, because me and like 7 other people actually engaged with it overall, and like 15 other people engaged with avatars as a whole. Unlike everybody else, we actually enjoyed dressing up our characters and looking like fucking fools playing video games. If I wanted to be a Metro 2033 dude with a fucking gas mask on my head, I could do that. If I wanted to be fucking wearing a Left 4 Dead med kit around my chest, I could do that too. These were the times, these were the wild, wild west times that we had upon us. And yes, I do know they still exist somewhere, but you have to go navigate the freaking menu, the mess of a UI that Microsoft has put in with the Xbox One and Xbox Series X, and for some reason has not tried to implement and improve and make better over the years. I have to go dig somewhere in a fucking deep ass pool of UI tiles trying to figure out where I ought to go. Is it settings? Is it personalization? Is there an app that you have to install? Is it under the game section? I don't know where the hell it is, but I gotta find it somewhere so I can just go put on a fucking hat for my character and make sure he's black just like me. Okay, back to what I was saying before. Only a few select games would be allowed to use Avatar Awards. Why that's the case, I don't know. Games like Metro 2033, Left 4 Dead 2, Halo 3 ODST, Splosion Man, as I mentioned before. All these games had different little avatar awards you could get for achieving certain goals that they had in the game. And it wasn't just like you could just get like a shirt or a hat or shoes or something like that, which they all included that stuff, but they actually also added, you know, little doohickeys, like little interactable items you could use, which you could buy in the store for other video games, but as you wanted that specific little med kit that you had in Left 4 Dead 2, you had to earn it, baby. That's how you got it, and you had to do it right. And it made it feel like people who invested their time in the system made it worth it, because they were earning something that other people didn't have unless they actually went out and earned it themselves as well. Then we go forward in time a few years, and let me tell you, the Xbox 360 achievements walked so the Xbox One and Xbox Series X achievements can run. 2013. Not only was this the year of my senior year of high school, but this was also the year that we got Xbox One and TV. And with the new Xbox VCR, I mean the Xbox One, we got the ability to change the color of the notification that popped up when we got an achievement. And my oh my, was that revolutionary. But more importantly, we got achievement art. You see, when achievements were first introduced, you got this little notification that popped up with a little doodle saying, hey, congratulations, here's 15 gamer score for just killing this many necromorphs, or here's this for doing a pop shove it 42 times, or here's this for doing, you know, a backflip off a water tank in your favorite episode of Telltale's The Walking Dead. That didn't happen. I just made that up on the spot because it's not in my script, but here we are. But more importantly, like I was saying, you get little doodles that kind of encapsulate what the achievement's about, but it's not really anything extravagant. That all changed in 2013 when we got the Xbox One, because along with the Xbox One new achievement customizable little notification thingies you get, you also got achievement art for your hard work. Now instead of little doodles, you get in-game screenshots of different things that pertain to the achievement you're doing. Like I know a lot of the racing games that are on there have a lot of achievement artwork because it's all in-game screenshots. I mean, racing games always look good, so you're always, you know, it's gonna look f***ing good no matter what. You can use it as a background now. You could frame it and put it on your wall. You could, I don't know what you could do with it. The number of possibilities are endless now. Obviously this varies in quality because, you know, first party games like Microsoft Studio games all have, you know, this high quality artwork that they do, like the Halo games, the the Forza games, the Forza games, the, what other first party games do they have? Gears of War. They all have achievement artwork that's very detailed and nice, but there were some third party games out there. And one of the ones I go back to the most is Doom 2016. It has one of the best artworks that you could do for achievements. I find myself going back to the one of the Praetor suit where you have big giant armor of Doom Guy's armor just sitting there, and you can look at it and just stare at it and be like, damn, that's a nice suit of armor right there. That is a nice suit of armor right there, and I'm looking at it and it's just the most beautiful fucking thing I could ever have, and I wish I could be Doom Guy in real life. Dear God, it was so cool. But as games keep coming out here, I feel like this kind of quality that they've been putting out for these games has been kind of dropping. Like, for example, I just finished Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm working on every achievement right now as well, and I am working on a video review for that as well before Jedi Survivor comes out. But regardless, back to what I was saying, I feel like achievements have kind of just, the developers kind of just said, F it, we're not going to put as much effort into it now, because they've been giving us little backgrounds of little details. It's like they took the 360 era of achievements and they just put them on the Xbox One and Xbox Series X and just gave them like a generic background with a bigger picture doodle in there. Like Gotham Knights did it, Jedi Fallen Order does it, Evil West did it. What am I playing for? I don't care about the achievements. No, I care about the art. I want the artwork, man. I don't want the achievement numbers. That's all monetary. I want the art. I want the beauty behind the madness is what I want. Oh yeah, and then there was this one day where Microsoft decided to add Xbox challenges, which is like a version of achievements, but much worse because they didn't give you any points. They just gave you achievement artwork, and that's about it. The only game that I can think that implemented this was Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and all they gave me was one piece of artwork, which you can see right here, and that's about it. I had to run like 50 kilometers to get the achievement challenge completed, and other than that, I can't think of another game that actually implemented this feature at all besides Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I don't know when it was, but Microsoft decided to add the leaderboard system one day. I've never been a leaderboard type of person, but when you throw achievements into the mix, you can bet your ass I'm going to sit there and try to get every single achievement I can before the end of the month so I can actually get to the top of the leaderboard and be surpassing all my friends, aka Just Sad Reacts, because he's better than me at every multiplayer game, so I got to beat him at least one thing, and if I can't do it in multiplayer games like Overwatch or Call of Duty or Apex or PUBG or any other game that we play together, I'm going to absolutely demolish him in achievement hunting because that's the only thing I'm good at nowadays. And this system is just another way of digesting and allowing people to complete games in a different fashion than you would normally. 6 years later, the year is 2019, Xbox Game Pass, the thing of the future, the Netflix of gaming, where we could install over 100 games, and instead of shitting on games for $60 price tag, we can now shit on them for $15 price tags after playing for only 3 hours. And it's through this revolutionary system that Microsoft will introduce the Quest system. Essentially, when you download the Microsoft Game Pass game, you actually unlock what's called the Quest system, and it allows you to get, it's like achievements, but it's not achievements. You get points for completing certain quests, whether it be booting up a certain game, booting up 3 games, getting an achievement in a certain game, doing a certain feat in the game, and you get points. But these aren't achievement points, these are Microsoft reward points, which in essence is a little bit better than achievement points. You get less of them over the time, but you do get them and they accumulate over time, if that makes sense. So what could be, you know, you start off with like, you know, 100 quest points, but over time you start getting more and more points, which accumulates to Microsoft rewards, which you can then use those rewards to buy buy stuff for free. So if I want to buy if I want to buy an Xbox Game Pass subscription, I can do that. I can enter into sweepstakes. I can buy subscriptions. I can buy gift cards to Ruby Tuesdays if I want to. I could buy a McDonald's gift card. I could buy a Hulu gift card. I could buy whatever I want. all for free if I just play with the Xbox Game Pass in mind. And I think Microsoft's overall goal is to increase player retention and keeping them on the platform. They don't want people going to Sony. They want people to stay on PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass. They don't want anybody going nowhere else. They want to play on the Xbox ecosystem and you not leaving until you die. And I don't know whose idea this was, but this was a great idea because I ain't moving nowhere. I'm playing all my games for $15. You ain't touching it. You ain't touching it. I'm playing Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy for $15. That game is amazing. And I didn't pay $15 for it. That's all I had to do. $15. That's it. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't taking me nowhere, Sony. Nowhere. But yeah, those are the smaller iterations that our Lord and Saviors over at Microsoft has given to us over the time to keep us engaged as players. But now it's time to talk about the main course of this video, the categories of achievements. Some of these are simple, like completing a story in a game, or hitting a move a certain amount of times, sorry Stormtroopers, or finding an Easter egg in the game. Some of the games you're going to find in this category are going to be like mainstream, like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, and those sorts of things. The second category is going to be the difficult category, I guess you could say. You have defeating a boss that's really hard, like a Dark Souls boss or a FromSoft boss, or completing the game on the hardest difficulty, or hitting a combo that's really difficult to hit over a certain amount of times. Then there's the third and final category, known as the bullshit category. This is where you'll find achievements like speedrunning a game, beating a game without dying, dying too many times in a game erases your progress, or finding a bug that resets your progress. That's what I call the bullshit category. All these are time consuming, which is why they fall into this wonderful category. Now, just because a game has an achievement or two that falls into the BS category, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. Like, look at Red Dead Redemption 2. That game is amazing. It has great graphics, it has a great story, it has great difficulty, it is a wonderful game made by a wonderful studio. But you are out of your mind if you think I'm about to sit there and study every single bird animal in this game. You are out of your mind. Or if you think I'm about to survive 18 bear attacks and then kill the bear after I'm surviving it, you are out of your mind if you think I'm going to do that, because I'm not. And that is why it is in the BS category. Or look at Titanfall 2, the complete opposite of how I feel about achievements. I love that game. It has a BS achievement in it though, known as the Gauntlet achievement, where you have to run it a certain amount of times to get a time limit of like 12 seconds, I think. And I did it, and I would gladly do the achievement again if I didn't have it unlocked already, but it was BS. And while these achievements may also be the worst achievements, they can also be the best achievements. Well, what do you mean you're the best ones? Well, hold on, buckaroo. What I mean by that is that I look at these achievements the same way I look like a Soulsborne boss. An obstacle that is there for me to topple and get over. And the sense of euphoria you get when you complete one of these achievements is unrivaled. You mean to tell me I don't have to play ODST Firefight on heroic difficulty before my mom calls me for Thanksgiving dinner on a Thursday night? Short story, I was playing Halo 3 ODST with a few buddies of mine, and it was in middle school, it's 2009 I think. It was in middle school, and I was playing Halo 3 ODST with my friends, and my mom called me to go eat dinner, and she told me to turn the console off, and I said, no, I can't do that. I'm going to respectfully disagree with you, and I'm going to respectfully tell you I need to stay on the console. She said, you can't do that, you're going to come eat dinner with the family. So I said, okay, sounds like a plan. I told my friends, who were all sitting there waiting for me to come back, I said, I'm going to go hide in this corner, and I'm going to sit here, and I'm just going to come back when I'm done. I don't know how long it's going to be, I'm so sorry in advance. And they sat there and waited for me. We moved our controllers here and there so the console wouldn't shut off or wouldn't have any issues with it. And I came back and I got the achievement. And that was literally one of the moments where I could think that's so memorable, because it was an achievement that was BS, yes, but it gave me this sense of euphoria when I got it done. It was like bliss. I was like, holy shit, I did it, and I don't have to worry about getting it ever again. Thank God. And this is what makes achievement hunting so appealing. A game that may seem simple and easy to complete may have an achievement that is not easy to complete. And that makes it all the more satisfying when you eventually do complete the achievement and get that coveted 100% gamer score on the game. And this is partially why I think achievement hunting videos and trophy hunting videos are popping off on YouTube right now. I think it's scratching the itch that people got earlier the year from Elden Ring, when people wanted to see other people fail miserably at a game over and over again until they got the actual accomplishment of completing the game or completing a boss that they couldn't do. It's the same thing with these achievement videos. If you notice, a lot of these achievement videos are centered around games that have really difficult achievements in them. So games like The Evil Within with the Akumu achievement, or Dead Space series where they have the hardcore achievements in them, or people like NickAR that play Ollie Ollie World, or Super Meat Boy, or Splasher. I don't even know what the fuck Splasher is, and I was mostly invested in seeing this man complete the game, especially with a title like that. That man was doing the most to get that to get those achievements in there and that trophy. That was literally the most insane thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And speaking of NickAR, I think he was the catalyst for how these achievement videos have gone viral and have been started to pop off. I've seen people like NickAR, Snamwiches, TheSonOfJazzy, and Anxietony. I'm forgive me for mispronouncing that name, but they have all come together to create this new medium of a YouTube video on the platform that allows people to kind of get the same feeling they got when they were watching people play Elden Ring for the first time, or Dark Souls for the first time, or Bloodborne for the first time, and watching these people fail miserably and then get back on their feet and try again to get the next boss defeated, and vice versa with the achievement completed. You know, it's been a super satisfying thing to watch these people rise and grow and get more enjoyment out of the system. And to those people that have beat Evil Within on Akumo difficulty, I salute you, bro. That is not an easy achievement to do, and I will do it one day in my life, but it's not today, because I don't like horror games, so it's going to be a minute before I even get to attempt that, but maybe someday. But yeah, I'm so glad that achievement hunting and trophy hunting are getting their time to shine on YouTube, and I feel like a lot of people are starting to venture into that aspect of gaming, and it's really interesting to see people kind of try something they haven't done before and find enjoyment in it. So I salute all you gentlemen and women that are out there trying to get every single achievement in the game, and I hope you guys have the best experience ever. I'm really glad that achievement hunting is popping off, because it's really what renewed my passion for gaming when I fell off of multiplayer and single player story enjoyment. And I think to cap this video off, I want to go over some of my favorite achievements that I've gotten over the years of me gaming, and I've got about 6 of them I think right here. Obviously there's more, but I figured I'd just give you a few just to start here. But starting with Beauty is Pain from Doom 2016. This is the final achievement that I got in the game, and it's for unlocking a single piece of cyber demonic armor in the game. Took me a while to do. It took me a few hours, because it's gonna be a lot of grinding online multiplayer to get to that level to do it, because you get a certain amount of levels, and once you get to a certain level in the game, you actually unlock the cyber demonic piece of armor. So that was pretty cool. The second one is going to be Old Habits from AC Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins for you normies, but Assassin's Creed Origins, that is a huge map, and I had to go through every single location to complete the location, and that was a lot of tedious grinding, so thank you Ubisoft for that one. As I mentioned earlier, Titanfall 2 becomes the master. This is the achievement for getting top 3 on the leaderboard in the gauntlet, and that was just rigorous retries over and over again until I got it, without having to use the grenade boost or any of that stupid technical stuff, because I was going to be frustrated if I had to go down that route to do that. Uber Hero from Wolfenstein The New Order. This is the achievement for completing the game on Uber difficulty. Difficulty sucks. I don't want to do New Colossus's Mein Leben. Is that the name of the achievement? I think that's the name of the difficulty in that game. That is not what I want to do in my entire life. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that achievement. Someone pays me $2,000, I'll do it, but that ain't happening, dog. And then for the next achievement, Only the Best, and that is for unlocking every single upgrade in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Funny story about this achievement. If you grind it, you can get it, but it takes a long time to grind it out. And I was looking at how many hours it's going to take me to do this, and I was like, I'm not doing this. So I see in the top right-hand corner of the screen, I'm like, what is this little icon that I can purchase? And I could purchase whatever materials I needed to upgrade my character, because I was not going to, I'd rather pay $30 to upgrade my character than sit there and spend 30 hours just mindlessly grinding stuff out to get the achievement. So I shelled out, whatever. And the final achievement, which I mentioned earlier, which was the Halo 3 ODST Vidmaster achievement, Endure. Great achievement. I had a memorable time with that achievement, and there's a few others that I have on file that I could probably remember too, but that one sticks out for sure. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it does motivate me to continue putting out content and trying to improve and get better. Hello to the green screen again. I know it's been a minute, but here we are. Right now I'm working on a video for Jedi Fallen Order before Jedi Survivor comes out. Maybe one day when I have a decent enough following, I'll stream on Twitch so you guys can see my struggles through different games and their achievements. I'm trying to get all the achievements in Jedi Fallen Order right now, but I don't have the following to do that with the right equipment. I don't have the right setup for it. So right now this is a distant dream in the future, but as of right now, this is where we're at on it. I hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful rest of your day. And if you are having one of those days where it is not so lovely, just know that you are loved and that you do have people in your corner looking out for you each and every day. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Much love, y'all.